everyone. Welcome to Teach Better Today morning show, where the Teach Better team gets to join you live every single morning, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern. My name is Ray Hughart, and I'm so excited to be a part of your daily routine here with the Teach Better team. We have a very, very active member of our Teach Better family with a whole lot to celebrate here in 2024. So as we dive in, feel free to grab your coffee, your smoothie, your tea, whatever it is. And we have a lot in store. So stick with us, especially if you're somebody eager to learn about how to write blogs efficiently, how to use technology efficiently, how to write books efficiently. The list goes on and on. We'll be right back. Everyone, good morning. Happy February 8th. We have Debbie here with us. Debbie, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. Good morning to you too.
Yeah, I'm so appreciative that you found time to be here on the Teach Better Today morning show, because you are a busy, busy person. For our community here who may not know about all the things that you do, I know you've been connected to our Teach Better community and the wider education field for a very long time, but tell us a little bit about yourself and all that you're involved in this year.
Sure. So I'm Debbie Tannenbaum. You can pretty much find me on any social media at Tannenbaum Tech, and I am an elementary school tech coach in Fairfax County, Virginia. And that's my day job. And in that job, I help coach teachers to integrate technology into instruction. I help out a little bit with social media. I also help out with testing. I kind of do a lot of different things, but the main goal of my job is to help increase teacher capacity. And then outside of that, I have my own business, Tannenbaum Tech, where I also am working on that same mission, but just in a more national, global type feel. And so I'm part of lots of parts of the Teach Better team. And you guys have been an amazing support to me. But this year in particular, I'm really working on my writing. I was recently added as part of the class of 2023 to the ASCD Emerging Leaders, which is a huge honor. I'm trying to take advantage of all of those opportunities Yeah, absolutely. And so I'm trying to take advantage of those opportunities to really work on my writing. I published a book with Road to Awesome, who's also a Teach Better family friend, in 2021. And I'm right now working on doing some other publishing for some, online publications I'm working on my next book. This year is my one word for 24 is author. And I'm really spending a lot of time focusing on authoring both content, but also authoring and creating experiences that, are really important. And then I'm also an ISTE community leader and certified educator. So I'm like on all sides of that ASCD ISTE equation. And next month, I'm going to be coordinating one of ASCD's first playgrounds all about UDL at ASCD 24 in Washington, D.C. So I'm super excited about that.
It's so great. Guys, Debbie has been a Teach Better family member for so long. And Debbie, it has been so cool to watch you just continue to grow and widen your reach of the educators that you support. I'm so appreciative and happy for you that you chose to get involved with the ASCD ISTE community. That's an amazing organization. In my mind, like, the more supportive communities that our educational family can get involved in, the better. Don't choose to live in a bubble. I always encourage people to be a part of the Teach Better community, but then the hope is that you keep growing that PLN, you keep connecting with more and more people. And I love that you have committed yourself for many, many years, but especially over the last few years, to widening the people that you are connected with and then therefore able to impact. So huge kudos and congratulations on all these big 2024 goals. I love that you are committed to writing more and producing more content to just continue to support educators.
No, and I'm really excited about it. And it all started with Teach Better. Teach Better is what got me connected in the first place. You guys really helped me to go out of my bubble and try new things. And because of those experiences, I ended up connecting with at least ASCD's side of ASCD ISD through Facebook. And I'm convinced I was connected to Walter McKenzie somehow initially through the Teach Better team.
Aw.
And it's just been amazing to continue to grow and learn and get to go to conferences. I work in the tech knowledge at tech world all the time, where I also get to dig a little deeper into pedagogy. And I've just learned so much in the last, year, just getting experiences to talk to other people. And then with this playground, getting a chance to talk to people about what they're passionate about and craft something from the ground up. It's been so awesome to listen to other people's passions and then craft them together into something really beautiful.
I love hearing that's so wonderful. And I'm glad the Teach Better family had any part in helping through the work that you've done. Obviously, you've been very involved in the Teach Better community. I want to keep highlighting all the pieces of work that you have for educators, but really quick, one of the things that you were involved in very early on upon its release was our Edupreneur crew. And that started as an Edupreneur mastermind. Now it's grown into the Edu Creator Club Plus program. So this is a specific project that was launched, and then you saw the development and the people that were able to be impacted and support this incredible group of essentially educators that wanted to expand their reach, whether it was in a formal sense of a business or just wanting to grow as, impact leaders in the field. I'd love to hear your experience with that. We don't get to talk about that much on the show.
Well, it's funny because I think I'm one of the few original members. A lot of people have come and gone, but it's been such a great opportunity for me to learn from other people. I don't get to the meetings right now as often as I would like, and maybe in the future that will change. But even just being part of that community, I've learned so much from other people. I've gotten the chance to, really sit down and do some business planning, working with Jeff. And, last year I was working on a blog series. I wasn't really sure what to do with it. I thought maybe it was my next book, and being able to bring that to that group and get their feedback and talk to them about ways that I could use something like that has been really wonderful. And I've met so many amazing people through that. And getting to build those relationships has just been, phenomenal. I really believe that I wouldn't be where I am now if it wasn't for that group just supporting me. And, sometimes as you continue to expand your network, that, you can still hold on to the people who you started with, but you can also build on. And I really feel like being part of the Edupreneur Mastermind has enabled me to build on and take risks that I might not have taken otherwise.
Oh, so fun. If you take nothing else away from this conversation, I hope it's a commitment today, maybe as you continue into your week, to connect and be a part of any community, whatever community suits your fancy, wherever you are on social media or building your network in some way. Commit to having and building a support system that not only allows you to celebrate the wonderful things that you're doing, but also challenges you to find the next thing as well when you're finished with your initial goals and dreams. So we'll be right back. We're going to head into our team talk and dive into Debbie's support even further. Stick with us. Welcome back to Teach Better Today morning show. We appreciate you being a part of our conversation in the comments. And then also, of course, we love hearing from you. Take a screenshot. Let us know where you're watching from, and we'd love to connect with you on social. Debbie, you are very connected on social media, and we will be sharing how our community here can stay connected to you at the end of the show in case they're having any issues. But first, I want to talk about your big passions. Obviously, you are extremely supportive in the tech world of education, but if you were to reflect on something you find yourself sharing frequently these days, right? We're headed into 2024, it's February. What are teachers eager and hungry for that you've been able to provide support in?
I think one of the biggest things I've been noticing is the work I do about working with our youngest learners. In an age right now where AI is such a big part of society, you hear a lot of what students shouldn't do and what they can't do and how we need to protect them. And that is important. But we also need to make sure we're preparing our students for what they're going to need for the future. And I spend a lot of time talking about how to really promote that creation over consumption with our youngest learners. It's something I'm super passionate about. When I first started doing this work, I couldn't find a lot out there. And if I did, it was things like, oh, put them on Go Noodle. Well, that's not creation. And so I'm really, really, really passionate about that. And that's something that I've been finding I'm sharing more and more often. And the other thing that's been popping up more and more is I do a lot with technology and math. And we've been talking a lot, at least in my state of Virginia, about really trying to have authentic math tasks and really trying to promote student discourse in general. And I know other states are doing the same. And I've really been promoting tools that really promote that discourse and the interaction between students. And I'm really excited to have more people, showing interest in math and technology, because a lot of times when they think of math and technology, they're like, oh, just put them on Dreambox or just put them on ST Math. And we're looking at tools that are much more interactive. And then I guess the other thing that I feel like people are asking a lot about is how to empower student voice. I've been talking a lot about universal design for learning, really talking about, especially with tech, how can we use technology to provide access for all of our students? I think those are the three big ones that I talk the most about. But my goal, no matter what it is I'm talking about, is to really help educators and their students learn how to amplify learning using a technology and not just using tech for tech's sake.
Oh, it's such a good reminder as we head into February, which I always consider to be a really hard month. I always put October and February kind of in the same bucket for whatever reason. And I think the reminder that technology must be used as an opportunity to enhance learning versus just replace something else is a great reminder. As we head into our morning, something that I really value here in the Teach Better Today morning show is being able to give challenges to our community, really, really tactile or strategic things that they can physically do or keep at the top of their mind to challenge them to be a little better. Obviously, technology is such a wide subject here, and we're dealing with, viewers in our Teach Better family that are anywhere from K-12 educators, they're K-12 leaders. We have higher ed community members, a part of our crew here. What is a strategy or something that we can challenge our community here with that you think really can enhance the February that we have ahead?
I think really looking at, I talk a lot about universal design for learning, and really during February where there are so many distractions, if you're in a school district where you do Valentine's Day, you have President's Weekend, there's a lot going on, really focusing on how we're engaging our students and really thinking about how are you providing those experiences? Because a lot of times I feel like as educators, we get busy in the chug of every day, and just really thinking about how we're engaging our students and how are we making sure that that's there. Are we providing them choice? Are we giving them different ways to access material? Are we giving them choice in how they respond? Really focusing on UDL to me is a great way to do that, because when I became an ISTE certified educator, it was one of my big takeaways was that if you want to really provide universal design for learning, look at some of those tech tools you use and see if they provide it, because that's some of the most meaningful integration you'll see.
Ugh, I love that reminder. I know that will resonate a lot with our Teach Better family, especially those of you specifically using the grid method, which encapsulates that UDL necessity. So I'm so thrilled to have that echo. Obviously, educators are also very busy dealing with what AI has in store for not only them, but for their students. How have you been able to coach teachers through maybe the fear that comes with AI?
Well, I think a lot of that's been educating myself. I'm really fortunate. My district is paying for us to take an ISTE course where we're learning all about artificial intelligence. And so I'm working on that. I'm also continuing to read books about AI and learning about it that way. But really focusing on the ways it can help us. Teachers have more work to do than ever. And if we can look at it as being like a virtual assistant, I mean, there's so many great ways to do that. We have to maybe be more efficient. And there's just not enough time in the day. And, when I'm planning now, as I'm planning things, I look to AI tools to kind of help me brainstorm. And, even as I was working on my writing this morning, even in Google Docs now, it's doing predictive text. Well, sometimes clicking that tab saves you a few extra seconds. Just really thinking about all of those things are really important. And yes, we have to be cautious because there are things like AI as hallucinations and sometimes fakes created, but we have to teach our kids to think critically, and we need to model that. And so showing our students how we can use those tools is so important, and start small. I mean, I think almost every educator I know has used like a remove BG to take the background out of their picture. That's AI. Sometimes we don't think of things that are AI, and we like, oh, it's that big, scary bot. Well, that started a long time ago and it's come a long way. And we just need to take it one step at a time.
Great reminders. So those of you who are interested in more AI conversation, please feel free to use the teachbettergroup.com or Teach Better private Facebook group as a way to brainstorm, as well as obviously all the other communities that you're a part of. Chad and I were also able to be live January 26th and January 19th to discuss AI. So those could be good episodes for those of you who may not have checked out those days where Chad and I were able to have some good AI conversations. Debbie, before we wrap up here, I would love to make sure our community has a way to connect with you, not only to learn from you, but I also consider you a very well-connected educator. And I would love to encourage our community to grow their networks to be a connected educator here in 2024 with a lot of the work that you've done. Going over and connecting with Debbie is one step in doing that, but then looking at who Debbie follows on those social medias will allow you to choose good educators as potential future follows for you on those platforms as well, to build that correct educator newsfeed that you might be seeking. Debbie, how can our community stay connected to you?
Well, I try to keep it really easy and consistent. My website is tannenbaumtech.com, and I'm pretty much Tannenbaum Tech on all social media. I'm on Twitter/X, on Instagram. I have a TikTok. I haven't been totally active with it. I'm on Facebook. I even have a Facebook group in there and a page. LinkedIn. My goal is that I want to make sure that I'm here to support educators in any way that I can, really looking at how to take that time that they have with their students and make the best use of it so we can really engage our students today and that learning lasts.
So powerful. Please, if you have any issues connecting with Debbie, reach out to anybody on our team. We are very happy to be connected to Debbie and can send you any direct links or email addresses that you need to make a good connection. Debbie, thank you so much for taking the time to be on the Today Morning Show. It's always so fun to catch up with you, and I'm so excited for the goals you have this year. I cannot wait to see what you produce.
Thank you so much for having me. This was really great.
So good. For everyone else, have an amazing day ahead, and we'll catch you tomorrow for Teach Better Today Morning Show. Have a wonderful day. Hey, Teach Better community. Thank you so much for joining the Teach Better Today Morning Show every single weekday at 7 a.m. Eastern. We have so many resources for you outside of this live stream at teachbetter.com, including blogs, podcasts, and professional development that will bring our team to your school. Wherever you are listening from this morning, please make sure you are sharing and celebrating the incredible educators in this world. And hey, if you are listening over on a podcast to Teach Better Talk, we would love a 5-star review. The comments are always so entertaining. We'll see you tomorrow.